Top news: urgent warning issued as major network provider plans to shut down mobile data access. Check to see if your phone is affected. It's the go-to network provider for millions of people across the UK. But if you use O2, your phone could soon become defunct. The tech giant is set to switch off its 3G service this year, leaving many older devices without access to the internet. The change will also affect Tesco Mobile, giffgaff and Sky Mobile, which all operate on O2's network. 3G has been superseded by 4G and 5G networks over recent years, with the 3G network carrying less and less traffic, O2 explained. By focusing our investment on 4G and 5G, we'll be able to further expand and upgrade services. And it means you'll be able to benefit from quicker download speeds and higher quality voice calls. Ahead of the switch off, O2 has released a full list of devices that will become defunct. So, is yours on the list? O2 is the last UK network provider to switch off its 3G network, with Vodafone, 3 and EE all completing their switch-offs last year. Nothing will change for you right now, O2 explains on its website. While the exact date for the switch-off remains unclear, O2 adds that it will get in touch with more information closer to the time. The switch-off won't impact most customers, as the majority already use 4G or 5G-enabled devices. However, Uswitch estimates that around 4 million consumers are still using 3G-enabled devices, which means they'll soon lose access to the internet. Calls and texts will remain unaffected, as these don't use 4G. Somewhat confusingly, O2 is not switching off its 2G network. We aren't switching off our 2G network, but we'll be moving you away from our older 2G and 3G networks to provide you with a better mobile experience, it explained. At the same time, we'll be expanding our 4G and 5G coverage across the UK. In the future, you'll need to make sure that you have a 4G or 5G-ready device to continue making calls, sending messages and using data. Ernest Doku, telecoms expert at uswitch.com, explained that the 3G switch-off is a crucial step to free up capacity for expanding 4G and 5G networks. While the majority of customers do have a 4G or 5G-compatible phone, there will still be a proportion of customers with older devices who will need to upgrade this year, he said. Several Apple models will be affected by the switch-off, including the iPhone 4, iPhone 5, and iPhone 5S. Meanwhile, hundreds of Samsung, Sony, OnePlus, LG, Doro, Google, Xiaomi, Oppo, Huawei, Motorola, Nokia, and Alcatel have been flagged by O2, full list at the bottom of this article. If you have one of these devices and don't want to lose access to the internet, you'll need to upgrade to a 4G-compatible device. If you're still using an older phone, you can check your device's 4G and 5G compatibility by looking for Network Mode or Preferred Network under Network or Mobile Data in your settings. If you see 4G or 5G, your phone is compatible, Mr. Doku advised. If you do need to upgrade, there are plenty of affordable options out there, and it may be worth looking into a refurbished device if you're not looking for the latest launches and don't want a costly upgrade. Mr. Doku also recommends running a coverage check for your area, especially if you live rurally and have previously relied on 3G. Most of the country has strong 4G or 5G coverage, but it's always a good idea to check which networks have the best coverage in the places you frequent most, he added. The 3G switch-off is an important step in moving us towards a faster and more reliable service, but consumers must be fully aware of their network plans and how it might impact their device.